Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into our band show. I am your host, Christian Ivanko. Tonight is episode number 25. It's truly a milestone episode, so right out of the gates, we just want to thank all of you so much who have supported our band show over the course of these past 2.5 years. It's been so incredible sharing our passion for filmmaking with you guys and broadcasting some of the finest that our area has to offer. And tonight is no different. We're so lucky and thrilled to present right here in the Hudson Valley, our very own Hound. Their first song of the evening is called Nihilism. It's an incredible tune, so sit back and enjoy. Take it away, guys.
Every thinker in the world dead thought, mind searching like a Heidegger, felt the feeling that the world just sucked, and then they shrug it off. Go along, can't shake it, still living in a life that's lost. As Nietzsche said, God is dead, I'm a nothing and so are you, let's be nothing. Just go along, can't take it, nihilism. Just a little nihilism, just a little nihilism, just a little nihilism. shop. Glass to glass, domino. Subtract until infinity. Everything decays in waves. So let me break it. Let me break it. Let me break it. Let me break it. Let me break it down for you. Let me break it. Let me break it. Let me break it. Let me break it. Let me break it down.
Fantastic. Wow. Earth Hound in the house, setting the tone, guys. Welcome to the show. What an incredible way to kick things off here tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Of course. Thank you guys for being here. We have a lot of fine folks in the chat. We want to take a second here at the top of our 25th episode just to thank you all so much for joining us. I mean, who would have thought we'd be here 2.5 years later? And it's all because of this great community that we've been so lucky to grow here. So from myself and everyone at the crew, we truly thank you all. And if you are new here, thank you. Thanks for spending some of your time with us. This is our band show. We are a live web stream that showcases amazing talent from our area. We go live once a month and we edit those videos down weekly and kind of refine them after the fact. So there's always content coming out here on the channel. So if you like any of the music you hear tonight or later on in the show, you'll get a sneak peek at some music we've had on in the past. Please subscribe, like, and share, and stick around. We're only just beginning. So with that said, speaking of beginnings, Earth Hound, we have Charles, Tyler, and Kevin. And you guys have a rich history. You've been friends for quite some time. And I don't want to tell your story, so please, let's have the Earthhound origin story here. Where should we begin? I dare say the beginning, but it's up to you guys.
Sure, yeah. We've all been friends for quite a while. I think we all met in middle school. And Charles and I actually were in a band in our early high school days called Junior Jones. And then we formed Earthhound shortly later. That first run of Earthhound was like 2007 to 2010, I believe, where we kind of honed in the sound that we were trying to go for at that time, a little bit more like softer indie rock, kind of inspired by like Radiohead and Grizzly Bear and sort of some popular music that was around at that time. And then we all went our separate ways in our 20s. And now we're back together. This is kind of our first full year reunited. We've got a bunch of new songs, so we're happy to be here.
So how old were you guys back in that 2008 era when this all first began? When you guys presumably all lived a little bit closer to each other too, right?
Yeah, we were like teenagers, 17, 18. Yeah.
Nice. So this story is quite some time in the making then.
Mm-hmm. Quite some time, yeah.
Fantastic. So what is it like looking back, years later, and the band is back together, and I would say this is top of the charts for you guys. Like I like the old stuff, but I really dig the new vibe. I think it's got a cool, fresh, unique sound to it.
Thank you.
What has it been like, kind of reforming after all this time and sort of picking right back up, seemingly where you left off?
Yeah, so when we kind of parted ways for a while, I went to Asia and I taught English in Japan, and then when I was there, I formed a band called the Horror Club, and so I kind of went in a more like post-punk direction. And then coming back with Earthhound, like that post-punk vibe mixed with like more shoegazy stuff that I was kind of doing in Japan with that band, kind of bleeds into these new songs. So coming back together with my friends after all these years has been really nice to kind of, take what I learned, over these years that we were apart on the interim, and now that we're back together, like to kind of use that with my old friends. It feels really inspiring. So all these songs were written in the last year, we just feel very inspired to play music again.
That's awesome. And so, I'm sure people are going to want to know, did you stay in touch during the time that you were on a how many year break? Let's see, if it's 2024, 2008, that's like a 16-year break, right?
Yeah, I mean,
did I do that math right?
It was like 12 of you. Actually,
12
we
yeah.
played until
Okay.
2012, actually.
Oh, okay. 2012. So you formed in 2008, played until 2012.
Yes.
Then went all your separate ways, I assume college, starting our lives and all that stuff.
Well, we played in New Paltz for a little while in college as well. It was like after I graduated college, I went to Asia, and then that's when we stopped. And then I came back in 2020, and then we started playing again like in 2023. So because I was in graduate school, so like there was a period of time where I was too busy to play. But like now we've been playing for like the last year.
That's awesome. And you were teaching over in Asia, right?
Yeah, I was teaching English, and I'm teaching now here in Queens. So yeah.
That's cool. Let's take a quick pause from the Earthhound story. What was it like? You mentioned your band that you formed while you were living over there in Japan. I mean, what was it like playing music in another country, forming a band in another country, and just doing like your own unique style over there? What was that experience like, Charles?
It's kind of like a bubble for like foreigners, like because the person I was playing with is from like Australia, so like we're both foreigners in Japan, and there's like foreign bars that we'd play at and some Japanese bars, but there's like a foreign music scene like within Tokyo, and so like we were kind of part of that, and it was kind of harder to break into the Japanese music scene, so we just kind of played on the peripheries of that, like in a lot of like the like the expat scene.
Really? Is there a big expat scene?
In Tokyo, there is. Yeah, there's a lot of expats there, and then the live house culture is a bit different there. Like certain places, you have to like a lot of pay to play kind of stuff, and we didn't really like that. So we ended up like not playing that much live, but we recorded like a full album like in a studio, and it's really good. And you can check it out. The Horror Club. It's linked on our Spotify as well in our bio. And yeah, I'm proud of what we did.
That's really cool, man. Did you still keep in touch with any of those guys?
Yeah, it was just a duo. It's, me and Kyle. He's a producer there now, and he has a studio, and he like produces like rap artists in Tokyo, and his name is Ghost Pops. Check it out.
So let's jump back into the Earthhound story here, Charles. When did you move back to the States?
In 2020.
2020. And did you immediately call the guys and say, hey, listen, we got to pick this thing back up? Or how did that happen?
Well, we were all friends like through all that time. Like we'd talk every once in a while. And when I visited like over the years, like he was in Colorado. I visited him in Colorado, and he moved to Albany, Kevin. So I visited him up there. So like we stayed in touch. We like, it wasn't like we only were, musician friends. Like we were friends, Cool. So it wasn't like the first thing to do to go back into music. It just kind of happened because it just felt right, to kind of play music again. So we just wanted to give it a try.
You guys were all back in the same area?
Yeah.
And why not hang out, right?
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, like, Kevin, moving upstate and keeping in touch with these guys, what has it been like for you throughout the journey of Earthhound?
Oh, it's been great. When we originally stopped playing, I tried a couple other bands, but nothing really stuck. We always say there's nothing like playing in a band with your friends. It's so much easier because you know each other better. So getting back to it's been great.
Yeah, and even though you guys are all back in a central location, you're still kind of far apart. Maybe that's a theme, huh? I mean, you guys all meet centrally here in the Hudson Valley, which is all of your home at one point in time. But how do you make it work now that, you live in Queens, Charles, and Kevin, you're from the capital region?
Oh, we found a practice space kind of in between Queens and Albany called the Hodgepodge.
Shout out to Carl.
Yeah, Carl from the Hodgepodge. It's a great little spot, very affordable. And so we just meet up once a month, once every 2 months, and send demos to each other in the meantime so that when we meet up, we have a foundation ready to go.
So even though you don't meet up in person as often as probably a lot of the bands we have on, right? They do like their bi-weekly or weekly practices. It seems like communication is constant with you guys. So I'm sure it's always top of mind, right? It certainly sounds that way to me from the audience perspective.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I would say so.
we chat a bit. I'm not a big texter, to be honest.
Fair enough. No, I can understand that. Texting is.
We can communicate telepathically now.
Yeah, we know each other so well. I just kind of.
Well, I've been observing the relationship, and I do have to say that I can really see the chemistry, and just it's really nice that you guys are such good friends and make such great music together. I think it shows that it seems to me like I'm observing a very easy, free-flowing process. And when we were talking about it, you were saying bands that inspired you were artists like the Ramones, right? Or My Bloody Valentine. And you had said in our pre-meet that you very intentionally try to and please if I'm misphrasing this here, taking a run with it, but it was my understanding that you try to embody the feeling of shoegaze, but really it's punk at its core and it's fast-paced and hard-hitting, but you try to capture that spirit as well and blend the two worlds. What can you tell us about your approach to your sound and sort of how you go about creating the music that we're hearing?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like that driving punk bass that I love, and the pedal, guitar wash over top of that is like something that is an intentional thing. But I like a lot of shoegaze, but again, a lot of it's like really droney, and the vocals too are kind of like, back in the mix. Whereas I'm not that type of vocalist, so it's like vocally too, I'm more of a melodic vocalist. So I guess like mixing those things in our own unique way is like what we're trying to do, and yeah.
Well, can I, if you don't mind, I'd like to share something that I notice as a musician and audience member today. I do agree, you have a very melodic vocal, but it's also very rhythmic. At times, I get a hint of some of that punk scene that was happening, maybe not as popular as the Ramones or the Clash, but in that era, like the Stranglers, some of that vibe, and then modern bands like Squid too. And it's really cool that you can do both, because I enjoy when you pick your moments. When there's melody, it really hits, because sometimes maybe around that are these more like shouty, rhythmic type of things. Was there a thought process behind that, or are you just kind of feeling it out as you go? What can you tell us about your approach to that vocal style?
Yeah, it's a lot of feeling. Like when we meet up at the Hodgepodge, we'll have an idea. Kevin will have a bass line, or I'll have like a idea, and then we'll just like play. And then the first things that come to my mind vocally is what usually I just keep. So it's like the first thing that happens, So it's like that moment of just that raw thing. And, it's nice to kind of try to capture that. Like, so when we have to write the stuff together, because that's how it comes out,
Yeah, most certainly. So, like, what is that like, guys, when you're all jamming in a room? Like, let's let Kevin or Tyler, like, from your perspective, how does a song come to life?
Yeah, I mean, for the bass lines I come up with, it's honestly usually pretty quick, within like 20 minutes. Charles just kind of comes up with a vocal melody, and then he's jamming on the guitar, finding the right notes, and Tyler comes in quickly. We just kind of figure it out, and it's usually very fast.
Yeah, it always seems like the songs that kind of come together naturally are the ones that we end up keeping and like working at and really trying to chisel to make sure that they're really nice and polished when we finally decide to start playing them live. But it does seem like we've been playing together for so long now that it's very natural for us to come together and get a good song together pretty quickly.
Kevin, when you said find the right notes, I kind of know what you mean as a songwriter, but to someone who's maybe just enjoying the show right now, a music appreciator, of course, what does that mean in the creative process? Because when you're just throwing paint at the wall, how do you know that is a note that will stick?
Experience and just listening. It's like just jamming. I don't really know how else to put it.
I wrote down that in my notes about you guys, I said they really feel like they have a clear idea of their sound, and a shared vision is what I wrote down. Can you guys speak to that?
Yeah, like I think we all listen to very similar music, and when we come together, we sort of know what a song should sound like as we're putting it together. So we all are sort of like, we have the same end product in mind, and that's why it's easy for us to all get there, because I think we're all sort of shooting for the same themes.
And like when in our first iteration as a band, we didn't have that really. Because we were so young, like we were teenagers, so we were just playing whatever we wanted. But now I think we came back at it with an idea to create like a sound, and I think we achieved that over this year.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that. And let's get back to that sound. So we're going to kick it over to another set of music in just a few seconds here. Guys, we have plenty more show for you this evening. Don't go anywhere. If you're new here, thank you again. We really appreciate it. 25 episodes and counting. Please subscribe, like, and share. Not only will it help our band show, it will help the band immensely, and we would greatly appreciate it. With that said, if you guys have a question for the band, ask it in the chat. We love to get the audience involved. And at the very least, if you want to support the artist, well, you can drop an earth or wolf emoji. They'd appreciate both. It's basically like your way of cheering for them if you were at the show. So with that said, guys, we have a ton of great music. This next song is called Undress the Nation. Earthhound, take it away.
Sign wave and come out the cave. Congratulations, all the power is mine, mine to undress the nation, unmask the KKK, the CIA. Said they've been friends till the end of days, so left undress. My mind blew my mind to undress the nation as they fire just to kill the liar. No hesitation, was it the KKK, CIA? Said they've been friends till the end of days, so let's undress the nation. So let's undress. So let's undress. So let's undress. Taking off everything, taking off everything, feels nothing. Taking off everything, taking off everything, feels nothing at all. So let's undress the nation. So let's undress. So let's undress. So let's undress. Afghan punk in London town, let him ride his glory underground. 112, tell you what you ought to do. Dial the number. Don't give me attitude, don't give me attitude. Attitude 112, attitude 112. Don't give me attitude, don't give me attitude. Attitude 112, attitude 112. see a gun in your face. Just another holiday in the city. To roll around and feel bad to the rib. Just another holiday in the city. Thinking, killing time, hot pavement, cold crime. Wait, hold up, don't cross the line. Not thinking, killing time. I lost it all, the fortune and fame. Just another holiday in the city. Might just be the right one for me. It's just another holiday in the city. Not thinking, killing time, hot pavement, cold crime. Wait, hold up, don't cross the line. Not thinking, killing time. Holiday in the city. It's just another holiday in the city. It's a pity. It's a pity. It's a pity.
Yeah, so good, guys. Absolutely killing it. The chat is going crazy. There's so many folks watching right now. Thank you all so much. We really, truly appreciate you being here. Thank you for supporting us here at Our Band Show and Hound live in studio. And also live in studio, I'm excited to welcome to the show for the first time tonight my co-producer, Patrick W. Huber. How you doing, Pat?
Yo, what's going on, Christian and Hound? I'm really excited to be on the show tonight, just because I'm enjoying myself and all these great songs.
Pat, let me ask you a quick question, and then, of course, we have a ton of questions for the band. But, I mean, 25 episodes in, man, that means a lot to me. How about you?
Yeah, definitely. It's a quarter of 100, so we have a ways to go until we hit that 100 mark. But I think a good 25-year benchmark or 25-episode benchmark is a good thing to do. And, I'm happy to be doing it with an amazing crew and great bands like Hound.
Yeah, likewise. Well said. Well said. So, Pat, I know you're a very inquisitive guy, and you always pose some real great questions to the band. So what do you have for us tonight?
Yeah, so I just, wanted to tackle the core of the music. Obviously great instrumentation from all of you, but, the lyrics are really what, paint that picture for us, the listener. And my understanding is you like us to sort of read a little bit into, what the songs mean. So why don't you talk about your development process and how you put together your music?
Yeah, so we write the songs together, but I deal with the lyric part. And I guess for lyrics, as an English teacher, I really like to try to, practice what I preach type thing. So adding in figurative language to lyrics, and when poetry that I like, and try to emulate. I really like lyrics and poetry that is vague and can be interpreted in multiple ways. Franz Kafka is my favorite author. So I like that dark stuff. I like lyrics from like Ian Curtis's lyrics. from Joy Division, you know, like stuff like Atrocity Exhibition, you know, like the idea of like people going to like look at atrocities and like on vacation with their family, and just that juxtaposition to kind of highlight like the absurdities of our world that like mix with like the reason I like Kafka and stuff like that. So I try to put that into my lyrics.
To me, it almost seems like you're taking a subject matter that is relative to all of us and sort of twisting it, or almost even like extract, and maybe this is my interpretation, but like extracting the extremities out of it. And maybe you're saying this is a bit of a bridge too far, but like sometimes we might get there, or we have gotten there, you know, depending on the song. I don't know, like if someone, like my interpretation, if someone threw that your way, what would you think of that as the author?
Yeah, I'm open to any interpretation, really. Like, I just want people to kind of get something out of it that they like. You know, for example, certain songs I want them to think is, you know, like the surface level meaning, like that they would get from it, but then underneath it there'd be something deeper that like only I would know, or only we would know, like something that like, you know, like for example, Holiday in the City, you might think it's just, I don't know what would you think it's about, but you know, for me it's the idea of like crime and pain in the city, but like you go there to enjoy the city, but then you're kind of going past all the homeless people and the crime, and you're just kind of looking at the tall buildings and smiling and stepping over like people that are half dead on the street.
Yeah, I picked up on that for sure. And I think it was conveyed really well too. I think the idea of using the holidays as well is very interesting. They're supposed to be a joyous, happy time, and maybe we turn a blind eye to that for selfish reasons around this time of year, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure, man. I get it for sure. And one thing I wrote down in our meeting, which I thought was very interesting, was you very specifically said no love songs, no party songs.
Tyler said that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's true. I mean, we might have songs that are like about maybe a bit more like joyous than others, but we don't have just like
Party
a
in
song
the
about.
USA. Or nothing
Yeah,
like
we're not doing that. We're not doing songs like "Oh, I Love You." We're not doing. Yeah, we kind of just want to stick with our mood that we're trying to purvey, and again, kind of like have the cohesive theme of this round of Earthhound.
It's very Ramones-esque, very like Stranglers-esque to me, like the things you guys are choosing to convey in your music. They're much bigger than, you know, what we're doing here right now.
Yeah,
That's what I get
that's
out
right.
of it.
Yeah, and Christian, I just wanted to dive back in and talk, you know, about the band reforming and, you know, the type of music and that you do now as compared to when you first formed. Right? My understanding is you've been together for roughly a year in this new form of Earthhound. And why don't you tell us sort of about the past music that you created when the band was first created, you know, why you don't necessarily play it in this new iteration, like what has changed since, you know, the first, I guess, younger days of Earthhound to this iteration that we have here today in 2024?
Personally, I think the big thing is our songs are a lot faster. Like if we're jamming on a song now and it's not quite sounding great, we'll just speed it up, and then usually like something comes of that. So I think our older songs, we have songs that were like 4.5, 5 minutes, almost 6 minute long songs, because that's what we were into at the time, a bit more like just long form. But now we just kind of want only the exciting part, just like the beginning, middle, and end, leave you wanting more, on to the next song. So I think that that's a big part of the philosophy this time around, writing songs, is just like short, sweet, to the point, do a lot with a little bit of time.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What is the impact of the two bands that we've really been using in our getting to know you and kind of building this episode out? What is the impact of the Ramones and of My Bloody Valentine on the sound?
I wanted to add another one in there too. Like, well, just the guitar is like My Bloody Valentine, and like the bass is maybe like Ramones, but like the lyrics and stuff for me is like, you know, stuff like the Sound. If anybody's ever heard of the Sound, check them out. It's like a British band, you know, from like the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. And it's like this kind of melancholy kind of, you know, yet uplifting sometimes, like lyrics and vague. So like, you know, the Sound is another really big influence of mine as well. And Joy Division. So like, you know, the mixing of like the melancholy and juxtaposition of like dark themes with like, you know, melodic music.
I think we also can't forget Prefab Sprout. I think that comes with some of our more upbeat songs, kind of more power pop. I think that could be definitely an influence to all of us.
Did you want to add something, Kevin?
I'm good.
Is that the band name, Prefab Sprout? I'm not familiar with them.
Yeah, they're,
I'll check
they're
them
a
out,
pretty
yeah.
incredible band from the late 80s to early 90s. They have a really great kind of new wave power pop sound that is just, it's great.
We also like Proto Martyr too. Proto Martyr.
Okay, you guys are giving me bands that I definitely want to check out right away because I'm really enjoying what I'm hearing. Me, I'm a huge Cure fan, specifically Disambiguation, and I think that you guys do a great job of bringing the happiness to the darkness. Can you speak to that a little bit? Am I right there?
Yeah, that's what the Sound does. Like the band called the Sound. Like it's like why I love them. Like their songs like sometimes seem happy, but the lyrics are just like so twisted and sad or whatever, or the opposite, like that feeling of so I do like that. I like something that's rich, like and that's that complexity and juxtaposition makes it rich.
Very rich. It's almost sometimes hard to digest. I think that's why as big as bands like The Cure are, they're still kind of niche compared to some of the other titans of the 80s, right? I mean, it's a very specific sound, and you either love it or hate it, I feel. I don't know anyone who's like neutral about them. Maybe they're out there. I'm sure they're out there. Reddit exists, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We have some questions from the chat. And I also just want to take a minute to just bring the chat into the show. I mean, for Pete's sake, there's a lot of them out there. We have Dominic Etre with a globe and a wolf emoji. LH dropping some wolves. Adam Curzin with some very YouTube-specific emojis. We can tell he's a channel member somewhere. Hopefully one day he'll be one of ours. We'd appreciate that, Adam. Saying, sounds great, guys, with some real cool-looking emojis. Last month's guests, the Sugar Hold, and I indeed did party with them and survive. Sorry, Mom. Andrew Thomas with the clapping emoji, and I'm glad to hear that. We're glad you're enjoying, Andrew. Tom Smith 101 with the classic Let's Go, Earth Hound. And Jess Reeves saying, Tyler. A lot more Tylers, but I'll spare us all the dramatics there. But we do have some questions. Speaking of Tom Smith, Tom wants to know, and as well as Jay, what has been your favorite song to play live?
Maybe the next one.
Yeah, I was going to say the same.
Segue.
The song we are about to play next, not to give too much away, but it's one of the first songs that we built together when we reformed. I think it was maybe like the second song we wrote. It sounds a lot different than it did at the beginning of the year, but it just, for me, it just keeps getting better and better the more we play it. And it's just such a fun song to play. So, yeah, that'd be the best one for me.
You know what? Let's go around the room on that one. Kevin.
Yeah, I'll follow that up. The song after that, Taking Orders, is one of my favorites. I just think it's really catchy.
Cool. It is a good one, I will say. Charles?
I want everybody to be excited about this next set, so I'm going to go with the third song in the set because it's a fast one. It's one of the fastest riffs that I made, so get ready for our favorite set, I guess.
Now, I've always felt we have not only a very energetic audience, but a very, intelligent audience, because these questions that they're asking are perfect segues into one another. So we talked about the favorite song to play. Is there any song that you're particularly proud of, more so than the others?
A song towards the end of our set called Deranged, I am personally really proud of. I think just from a drum standpoint, it's pretty complex. Not to like toot my own horn or anything, but it's something that's like complex, and I've gotten very comfortable playing it. So I'm pretty proud of that song.
Nice. I love when you can challenge yourself and execute.
And then you just practice, and it gets less and less challenging. But
For sure. I totally hear that. Joshua Coppersmith wants to know, best slice of pizza in the Hudson Valley. I know mine. Do you guys know yours?
Fat Bob's.
Benny's Pizzeria, Stone Ridge.
Oh, Benny's, yeah.
Okay. Charles?
I guess I'll just go with Benny's, because it's a classic. We used to go there when we were in high school.
Yeah, the Buffalo Chicken Pizza at Benny's.
Chicken Bacon Ranch is good.
It's another good one.
Nice. Pat, what about you?
The the best slice of pizza.
Yeah, why not? Let's get everyone involved. No, I'll share mine after you.
It's really tough. I like a little bit of a meal on the pizza, and I'm just going to go ahead. Touch of Naples, which is nearby our studio, has a cheeseburger pizza, and you know how I like cheeseburgers, specifically the sugar holds. You know how I like those cheeseburgers.
Yeah, fair enough. They said you're a legend, by the way, and I can concur. For me, I think I really like. Oh man, Pat, what is that place by that really good Mexican restaurant? They do the iconic, and of course I can't remember it now. Sage fry. It's the iconic pesto slice down in Poughkeepsie. Yeah, Emmanuel's like, what is the name of that place?
Yeah, I don't know which one you're referring to, but was it Amici's or I think that one might be closed.
Well, that pesto slice. See, the thing is, the slice is so good that I just never internalized the name. It's the pesto slice place. Maybe that's my fault.
The pesto slice. It sounds good.
It is good, man. Grilled chicken, diced up with some, good old Italian cheese and nice thin crust, melt in your mouth type vibe. We had some pizza before we went live. So, anyways, with that said, guys, we've been talking a lot about the next set. Emmanuel, if you remember the name of that thing, text me and I'll get it out there on the final interview here. Thank you for being such a great crew member, looking that up. And we'll take a quick second just to thank the crew in general. We love doing this show, and it's brought together by a lot of great, hardworking people. And this episode, we've had Emmanuel Fatakis, Eric Greenup, and Dan Chester. And we just have a great revolving door here of talented, hardworking filmmakers who help make this show happen month in, month out. And we truly thank them, and we look forward to many more episodes working with this great team. It seems like we're all looking forward to more music. You guys did an excellent job, by the way. You have a career in broadcast as a band. Band podcast is in your future because you were just setting us up. The anticipation level is through the roof for this next set of music. So let's get to it, guys. The first song of the next set is called First Ones. This is Our Band Show, episode 25. I'm Christian Evanko, and I'm proud to present yet again Hound with another set of tunes. Take it away, guys.
First one's always better than the last one's. Call me up, member of the past, on the ordinary mess flowing out of me. I'm traveling satisfied. The cold basement, cold concrete floor. And though it hurts, all I want is more. More and more till I have it all. I meet demands with a smile on. I smile till all my teeth fall out. I make a necklace, bring the order back. Taking orders, taking orders, taking orders, taking orders in order to be with you. I'm taking orders, taking orders, taking orders in order to be with you. House of cards is coming down.
I will say one thing that about that last set that I particularly enjoy. I think that it is the most reminiscent, but still in your own style, of course, to like that Cure influence we were speaking about. It's a little sweeter, but of course there's still some darkness in there, right? And I really enjoy that because you almost put my guard down, especially on that first tune. Let's see, let me pull the first ones, right? I'm almost like, this is nice. But then you really listen, and you know there's that extra layer, that Earth Hound layer. So well done.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, the chat just alerted us that we had a little sound hiccup, and listen, the part you missed was me thanking you for tuning in to our band show, episode 25. So you, the audience, make this show happen. So thank you, and appreciate the good catch on the technical issues. So Christian, I guess maybe you want to go with that Emiliano's phrase again? Or,
Oh, yeah, for anyone who might have missed it, and me and Emmanuel were both like just dying that we couldn't remember the name of this amazing pizzeria. It's Emiliano's, right in Poughkeepsie. They got a great pesto slice, a great sausage broccoli rabe slice, and they play nonstop Frank Sinatra, which I know we're all fans of when we're at a restaurant. So
Fly me to the moon.
yes, exactly. Exactly. And the chat seems to be over the moon about Earthhound tonight. So, guys, for folks who might want to just, get fully involved in the Earthhound universe here, where can they follow you, keep up to date with you, all that good stuff? Please tell them.
Our Facebook is a relic of our past, but it's still there. Our parents look at it sometimes, I think. We have an Instagram that we're more active with. So, yeah, look on our Instagram. Our Spotify, it's linked. Our Instagram is linked on there. So,
What are those names called? And what do they do to find it on those services, guys?
At Earthhound with a little underscore.
And then, Earthhound _ for Instagram. And then on Spotify, Earthhound. We're on Apple Music.
Earthhound was already taken by someone that made, like, dog collars.
pet videos.
Yeah.
That's honestly not a bad handle for them.
Yeah, we're Earthhound _
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and you can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Yeah.
Awesome.
All the hits.
What's the album called?
Live at Pete's Candy Store is what we put out in January. Or no, excuse me. We recorded it in January. We put it out later. And we have the follow-up to that coming shortly. We just recorded it 2 weeks ago. It has to get mixed and mastered and all that. And it will be up on Spotify in the near future.
I love that. How many songs have we heard tonight that we can expect to hear on that record?
First 2 sets, and then this last set.
Yeah. So 5 so far and 2 more.
Awesome, guys. And so you have a lot coming up on the horizon, a new record coming in just 2 weeks. And do we have any hopes, talks, plans? I'm sure people are dying for more music after that. What's 2025 shaping up to look like?
Yeah, hopefully more music, more friendship. We're going to probably rest on our songs for a bit and come back swinging. Right? Bigger, better. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Keep at it.
More friendship. That's what we all need going into the new year. I like that. Well said. Well said. Pat, anything else you have for the fine folks at home or the amazing band we have in studio this evening?
I just want to reiterate my personal thanks to the crew. We have definitely, like you said, a great rounded cast of characters who put their heart and soul into making this show possible, and we wouldn't be able to do it without them. So again, they deserve a round of applause for piecing this together and just making Earthhound look so good as they do their thing and make us sort of dance in our seats or maybe just widely in the living room. So I really do appreciate them. I do appreciate the band Earthhound. Thank you for joining us. And I think, Chris, this is usually your moment, but I think it's time for a little more music. So maybe we should let Earthhound take it away and take us home to, that promised land of great music.
Well said. Let's do it, guys.
Nothing, never, always. 'Cause I'm more trouble than it's worth. Rip me out and make me nothing. 'Cause I'm more trouble than it's worth. Stop. A heartbeat never loving. 'Cause I'm more trouble than it's worth. Wake me up to sleep forever. 'Cause I'm trouble than it's worth. Stop. Feel it. Deranged. 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 Stop. Feel it. Deranged. 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 I'm just a stain. I'm just a stain. I'm just a stain. No, way too soon. Stay. Always nothing, never always. 'Cause I'm more trouble than it's worth. Rip me out and make me nothing. 'Cause I'm more trouble than it's worth. Stop. Feel it. Deranged. 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 Stop. Feel it. Deranged. 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 Can you turn off the vocal? Yeah, there you go. My ears are about to bleed. All right, our last song is called Kafkaesque. Hear a knock at the door. Don't worry, I've just changed into some vermin scum. I'll lay down till sunrise. Why the world so Kafkaesque? Why the world so Kafkaesque? I can't move, I'm tempted to make myself at home. Like the right parasite, I'll lay down till sunrise. Why the world so Kafkaesque? 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 It's got its problems, I confess. It's a mess, it's a mess. Why the world so Kafkaesque? Why the world so Kafkaesque? It's got its problems, I confess. It's a mess, it's a mess. Why the world so Kafkaesque? Why the world so Kafkaesque? It's got its problems, I confess. It's a mess, it's a mess. Why the world so Kafkaesque? Why the world so Kafkaesque? It's got its problems, I confess. It's a mess, it's a mess. Oh. she want me to play, but night is young anyway. As if I could turn back time, I'd savor more of this, okay? It's a lot for us to take. The island won't be the same. It won't be the same. Yeah, I got just what I want. Yeah, I got just what I need. I'm gonna sit up front. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke some weed. I'm gonna take my time. Yeah, I'm gonna